Welcome back. Welcome back. My name is Patrick, and today I'm going to share with you. Well, basically, I had a very, very good day yesterday. I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how I was able to make $1,014 in one trading session. So, to recap, I've just passed the 24K 5%ers evaluation stage, and now I have the full 24K capital. So, I'm able to actually place decent volume in my trades now, and that's why I'm able to make a little bit more with each trade. So, where are we? So I'll show you exactly what I did. So today is the 20th. I took these trades on the 19th, and I'll show you basically what I did. Let's show you the trade history here. Okay, so my first trade on the day officially was here. Yeah, just highlighted it for you. I don't know if you can see this that well. So it was here, and it actually was a loss. And it's quite simple. Why? Because I was chasing price. I just saw price moving up very aggressively. So instinctively, I wanted to short it. So when I saw this wick rejections here, I got in to do a quick a short or sell it quickly for a quick 5 pip move. I think I got about, what did I get? Yeah, I got my 5 pips, but I think I wanted a little bit more. So, and the plan was to put quite a lot of size on, so two standard lots. Once it hit like 5 pips, get it out and does a quick $100, and that's what I was trying to do there. But I held it a little bit long, and then I've got stopped there, and I think I got hit for $222 to start with. So I started my day in the red. So I didn't let that discourage me, and the reason I took it there because it was approaching a zone, a supply zone that I wanted to sell at, and I did have a pending order waiting. So I thought it was going to slow down a little bit and give me a little bit of a move before I got my actual move. So ignore that for now. So if you look up here, this is where roughly my pending order was. And you can see I took a few transactions all around this zone. So if you have a look here, here's my entry. And if we zoom out, let's go to the H1. This is where this is how I find my entries really. So I normally zoom out. And when I'm reading these charts, I use the supply and demand strategy. So when I'm reading these charts, I look to the left before I make a trade. So my transactions were done here. If you look to the left, as you can see, I've got it highlighted here. Here's an imbalance. Yeah. So that's the imbalance I was interested in. So as price was shooting up from here, I had one eye on my imbalance here because I had a pending order sitting just around 253, yeah, 53.8. So I marked that out so you see exactly how I find my entries. So this was the imbalance here. And for those who don't know what imbalance is, it's basically when price is here going flat or going sideways, that's price consolidating, it's ranging tightly, it's not really moving. That's when price is being agreed upon, there's a balance. But when there's a disagreement on price, an imbalance, price will shoot either down or up. So when you're trading supply and demand, that's what you're looking for. So for example, we've got some up here. I'm pretty sure I've got that. I've got a pending order waiting there. So anyway, so price comes down, it bases here a little bit, then pushes down again. So that imbalance is what I was interested in. So this is the H1. I'll mark it out. My entry will be roughly there. Yeah, so that's where I'll place my pending order to enter there. So let's go back to M5, and you can see if we scroll over here, can see the entry would have been here. Yeah. So that's where my actual entry was. And as you can see, price came really close to it. It came to about, was it 5 mini pips towards it? And I saw it moving down. So I thought, okay, maybe I've missed the entry. And I got in for a sell here and quickly took about 6 pips or so, was it? Well, I took 9 pips here. And the reason I only took, normally I'd take 10 pips, but the reason I only took 9 pips is because my entry should have been from up here, but because I believe that maybe I got the entry wrong, I took a quick scout from it, and with lot 2 size, two standard lots, that's a decent return. So that's $180 or so. So I took that quickly, left the runner, and the runner didn't go far. And I just kept, I saw it came up again, I sold it again, and just did that a few times there. Yeah, so I ended up recovering what I lost from here. So I lost about 200 there, and I gained about 300 there. I'll show you my trade history in a second. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. So when price was pushing down, it came back up, and I noticed, actually received a notification on Yahoo Finance saying that price has now hit my zone. And I thought, oh, do you know what? Maybe I didn't miss it. And I went back and I entered, and as you can see here, my entry was actually better than it would have been. So my entry was here around 55.6, and I initially would have entered at 53.9. So my entry was there, and I took it for 10 pips, I believe. Not even 7 pips. So I took it for 7 pips and left the runner, took off some of the runner, and then left it, and it eventually stopped me out there. So I clawed back. Well, I'm in profit now. Got most of my loss back from the other 2 moves. I'm in profit now. So I just noticed that price was, still ranging around here. It wasn't breaking out of it. It just started ranging, and I then noticed this pattern here being formed. So let's see if we could just ignore some of the noise on the left there. So I saw this pattern being formed. So what we had here was a typical head and shoulders pattern. So we had the left shoulder here. Price then pushed up, created a top here head, which I shorted again because I did like the imbalance that it created. I shorted that again and took some profits from there. And then as it moved down further, I think you can see it better now. As it moved down here, so that's the left shoulder, that's the head. As it moved down here, it took out this demand zone here. So when you're playing this strategy, so there's 2 main strategies I use: is supply and demand, and occasionally I keep an eye out for a move like this because they give you a massive return. Normally I go for 10 pips, but a move like this could easily give you 40 pips. So when it took out this demand zone here and it pushed back up here, but respected this zone, and I saw selling pressure, I thought, okay, this might be a head and shoulders. So I then decided to short it, and I entered there, which I shouldn't have because I'm up now, I was doing good. But after this big candle here, I thought, you know what, it might be a head and shoulders. So got in there. My stop was about 10 pips, so I left it above it. Actually, to be cautious, I would have put it just above that higher there. So it would have been 14, 15 pips. And it worked out really well, actually. So took it from here all the way down there, left the runner, took some more off, left the runner, took some more off. So it worked out to be about 30 pips in total. If I left, I put two lot sizes on it, so if I left it, would have worked out to be about $600 move. But there's a reason I scalp. I just don't trust the markets, so I was in and out as quick as possible. So that should be my day done. I was really happy, but then I noticed that price just kept on. It started ranging actually, so it pulled up here to the left shoulder again. So this is what I marked out roughly where the left shoulder is here. Yeah, So this would be the left shoulder. So every time price got to around that zone where the left shoulder is, I shorted it. So got here, shorted it once, left the runner, got stopped out, got up here again, shorted again, left the runner, got stopped out there, got in again on this rejection short, and I did it a few times, and that basically is it. I really wanted price to go down, but I wasn't confident it would go any further. So I just, took my partials, took 10 pips, took partials, took 10 pips, took partials, and just accumulated that way. And let's see now. So where are we now? So as you can see, price eventually did go down, but this would have been the following day. So this is the price action for today as I'm filming, and price eventually went up, took everyone who was holding, waiting for it to go down, took everyone out. So that it didn't take me out because I don't trust these markets, and I was out already. So went up during the night, came back, took everyone out there, came back, then did the move that everyone would have been waiting for. Well, anyone who got into this move, anyone spotted it. So that would have been about a 90 pip move if I stayed in. And I really believed it was going to do that, but I wasn't willing to risk it. And if you look at this this candle here, you can see why it would have stopped me out, because I would have just been just above there. And this definitely was a stop loss run, So that happened and I got out. So that wraps it up really. That's what I did. It was supply and demand, scalping, supply and demand zones, and then the head and shoulder pattern there, and that is it really. I took a trade this morning on USD JPY, made $100, and I took a loss actually just this afternoon. I just got stopped out, but knowing that the entry was right, or the move was right, sorry, the entry was a little bit wrong. The stop loss, I didn't give it enough wiggle room, so I got back in after being stopped out. I think I lost $400 on that move. Got back in and I got $300 back. And now I'm just really waiting for price to make a decision. When I saw all of this, I decided to, stay out of it. Didn't want to take no active trades, but I left that pending order open because I really believe that this zone here was gonna be my next move, and it was. But it just didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to. As you can see, I took the loss there. So I do have a move here. I don't know if you can see this for those who got a keen eye, but we've got imbalance here, very strong imbalance. Quickly show you how I do this. This is on the M5, but I mean, regarding time frames, you could use M5, H1, whatever suits you really. Just you need to know what you're looking for. So this is a 68 pip range move, so expecting 10 pips on this is, very reasonable. So looking at this is the breakout point where this imbalance was created. So that would be my entry point, and that I'm gonna eventually, when price gets there, I'll take that for 10 pips. I'm very confident with that move. So that's my strategy. That's how I achieved $1,000 in one day. And I've been trading this account for about Friday, Monday, Tuesday, what's today, Wednesday? About 3 trading days or so. Yeah, so today's Wednesday. 3 trading days. And I'm very happy. I'm actually almost halfway through the process of completing this stage and then having my account elevated to the next stage. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see when I get that done. I'll quickly show you here my history, so you can see exactly the transactions and how they mapped out. So yeah, there you go. So that was the first loss I took that day, and from then I bagged 156, 130, 90, 100. I just kept on scalping those moves, and I had the same lot size on, just kept on scalping it. And when I changed the lot size to 0.5, it's when I thought, okay, you know what, you've done enough. You need to slow down a little bit there, and that's it. Started today, took a little, made 130 or so this morning, lost 400 just moments before this video was recorded, and then made 300 back. So all in all, I'm good for the week. I'm very happy at the stage I am after about 3 or 4 trading days. And now I really should just be patient and only wait for the quality setups, because this trade wasn't the best setup, but I knew it would work. And the reason it wasn't the best setup because I was buying mid-range, and really you want to be selling at highs or buying at lows, and anything else in the middle, well, you're taking the chance. So I think I've got now about 7 or 8 clean moves, and I'll probably finish this stage of the program and then be moved on to the next stage. So I mean, it's going great so far. I'm very happy. I'm a bit overconfident, so that's probably why I took this trade here. And I'm glad it knocked me, because I was expecting that. I'm happy even that I got most of it back. So it reminded me why I scalp, why I only buy at lows and sell at highs and so on. So it's something I needed, because at this stage I really just want to focus on the quality and not the quantity. Ignore that. Ignoring yesterday, there was a lot of quality here, but also a lot of quantity as well. But it is what it is. I did it for a reason and it made sense to me. So I'm going to wrap it up here. If you want to see how I progress, if you want to see how this trade works out, pretty sure I got it mapped out already. Yeah, if you want to see how this trade works out, it's going to end up as a win. But if you want to see how this trade works out, hit the subscribe button. If you like video, like content, well, if you like content like this, hit the like button to show your appreciation. And for those who want to learn more, and if you have any questions about the strategy or how I'm progressing through the 5%ers program, hit me up in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I think I'll wrap it up here. This is Patrick, and until next time, peace.